Hello. Well, at the request of my cousin, in fact my 8th cousin once removed, Piers, I am going to show you all how to make the perfect Bloody Mary. Now, you may be asking, why am I wearing this amazing Marimekko apron? Because one of the key ingredients to this Bloody Mary is Koskenkorva Finnish vodka. So, what goes into it? There's a hell of a lot that goes into this Bloody Mary. Obviously you have tomato juice, or if you're feeling American, you go Clamato. It's actually really good. I bought this Clamato, by the way, buy it at Sainsbury's, not Partridge's, £2 difference. I bought this really to make ceviche because it binds the different flavors together, but it's super in a Bloody Mary. So, what else do we have? We have a vodka that I really do recommend. This is a bit like Grey Goose. It's from Lidl and it's delicious. It's only 15 quid. Obviously the Rolls Royce is Koskenkorva. But let's face it, there's so much going on in here that you could use Smirnoff as well. So what else do we have? We have celery salt. Celery salt, which as we all know, the most useful aspect of celery salt is for dipping gull's eggs into with a glass of champagne alongside. But for our purposes today, we will be coating the rim of the glass with the celery salt. So as you drink the Bloody Mary, you will feel the celery salt on your lips. We will also be adding sherry vinegar, very important. Tabasco, I feel more manly if I'm using a bigger jar, so I recommend that. Same goes for the Lea Perrins, a bigger jar. And, so important, Manzanilla. What is great about this, and you only have a drop in, is that you can feel the salt in the beach down at Jerez de la Frontera, because the vines go into the beach. It's an absolutely wonderful thing just to add a little bit of saltiness into your already quite complicated drink. Now this, I've only got a little bit left, but this is key. This is fresh horseradish. So what we need to do here is to grate some, and you don't need that much of this stuff, but it's really good just to put it in the glass. So we're going to have this ready for later. Oh, I love the smell of this stuff. That is the end of this horseradish. If anyone's wondering where to buy this in London, the only place I've found is the King's Ransom place on Chelsea Green, that fruit and veg guy, but he does have wonderful exotic things. Okay, well, let's get in to preparing this drink. So first of all, with the juice of a lime, I need you to go round the rim, okay? So the celery salt will adhere to this. At this point, I'll say to you, don't ever buy those weird coating contraptions for glasses. This homemade way is much better. So I'm rolling it around. I'm trying to get it up the sides. It looks good, doesn't it? You're going to really taste this when it goes in. Now, lots of ice. And I'm going to, because it's for you guys, I am going to use some of this precious Koskenkorva vodka. Oh, so I love this. It really packs a punch. You don't need to put in much Koskenkorva here. That's fine. Right. Now, you need to put ordinary black pepper in. Grind it in. I quite like these ones. This is made by Peugeot. The thing with pepper mills is that you need them to be able to go coarsely, in my opinion. This is sort of not quite so satisfactory. Right. Lea Perrins, the fundamental component of any Bloody Mary. Now, I like to have a lot of Lea Perrins in this. I always think of my friend Lyle when I think of Lea Perrins, when we used to have lunch together at Sweetings. and he would pour this liberally on in a lattice-like pattern over a Welsh rabbit. Okay, Tabasco. Again, if my daughter was involved, she'd really shove a lot in, but I don't, you know, I'm not that excited about Tabasco. This is interesting, the sherry vinegar. The vinegar thing is quite important, I think. Now, little drop of sherry, and that must be cold. See, I'm really not putting that much in. So now, I'm actually today going to use the Clamato because it needs finishing up, and we'll see how this looks. So this is going on and in, but as I say, tomato juice just as allowed. Then I'm going to put the, oh, I love that horseradish. And also, very important, let's get some lime juice going on. So the lime is squeezed in. I think I'm going to do 2 goes. I really like a lot of lime. These are some limes I chopped up for a caipirinha recently. And then, of course, one needs to reside in it. Now, let's stir it. And I'm going to tell you what it tastes like. Actually, as well, I quite like to use the rest of the celery salt that I've used for putting it on the rim, just on top. Okay, it looks promising. It's, of course, a lighter colour than it would be with the normal tomato juice. You can see that lovely lime, the green reflecting well with the Clamato. So you're very good health. Let's see what it tastes like. This is so good. There's so much going on in that drink. And of course, the brilliant thing about Bloody Marys is it's a great cure for a hangover. So, as we say in Finland, kippis.